Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here from Pickdawgz.com, bringing y'all my NBA Jam session on Valentine's Day, man, February 14th, 2023, man. We're going to try to smash it per usual. We had a rough day on the Jam session yesterday, man, 4-7 overall, man. We're going to try to bounce back on this beautiful Tuesday, man. So let's try to do just that. Follow me on Twitter at ParlayGuyJays. That's where I update y'all on late injury news, update y'all and let y'all know if my mind changes due to late information coming out of the association, man. I drop free plays and free parlays over there occasionally. So follow me over there, man. My best bets can be found at Pickdawgz.com and Pickdawgz Premium. So make sure you check it out over there, man. My long-term packages, all my bets for today's action, and my $15 NBA Jam Session play are all up there for sale. We got just a small card tonight on this Valentine's Day. We got 5 games. We're going to try to smash it per usual. Get back on track today. So without further ado, man, let's try to do just that. And let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. In our first matchup of the night, man, we got the Orlando Magic. They're out on the road facing the Toronto Raptors. Raptors at the house laying 7.5, total 233.5. I mean, we've been on the Magic a ton here recently. I know they're on a back-to-back. They did win yesterday, though, as 5-point underdogs against the most inconsistent team in the NBA, the Chicago Bulls, out on the road, man. And I think today we fire them up again. We take the Magic plus the 7.5. We've been making money on the Magic, man. We really have. They're now the 4th best cover team in all of the NBA. We love putting our money on the Magic, man. And I think tonight's another good night to do so. I know the Raptors have won 4 of the last 5. They've been playing better basketball, but in all honesty, that's all fool's gold. Do not fall for that, just looking at their last 5 and saying they've been playing good basketball. In that same breath, I could say they're playing terrible basketball. I know they've won 4 of their last 5, but 3 of those wins are against the absolute worst teams in the NBA. The Detroit Pistons, the San Antonio Spurs, and the Houston Rockets. And in none of those 3 games did I like anything that I've seen from the Raptors. They barely edged the Rockets, 6-point win. They did kind of hammer the San Antonio Spurs. I'll give them that one. And then they barely beat the Pistons in their last one by a single point as 10-point favorites. So I've not liked what I've seen from the Raptors here recently. They also blew that huge lead they had over the Utah Jazz. They scored 5 points in 5 minutes to close out that game. They were winning and covering and then found a way to lose that one by 6 to the Jazz. This Toronto Raptors team is not hooping right now. They're not. The Magic, I think, are playing the much better basketball. I am a little nervous because of the back-to-back, but in all honesty, I think the Magic definitely keep this one game closed within the 7.5. And I would not be surprised at all if the Magic win this game outright. I'm probably going to sprinkle some on the Magic money line. I want to see this injury report and make sure nobody sits before I officially fire this one up. But this Magic team, they're a younger group. These guys, they want to get some run in the NBA. I think they get some run tonight and possibly run Toronto out of their home building tonight. So me personally, I like the Magic plus the 7.5. They're playing the much better basketball. The Toronto Raptors, the house of disappointment of the Eastern Conference. I'm taking the Magic plus a 7.5 here in this one tonight. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got arguably the best team in the NBA, man, the Boston Celtics. They're out on the road facing the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee laying 9.5, total 226, man. For me, here in this one, their line's where it's at for a reason, and I think we go ahead and lay this with the Milwaukee Bucks. Who's suiting up tonight for the Boston Celtics, man? It's hard for me to tell you because everybody's on this injury report. Looks like Jason Tatum's doubtful for tonight with an illness. We know Marcus Smart's still out. Robert Williams is on here as well. Grant Williams and Malcolm Brogdon. Damn, that's damn near their whole starting lineup. Looks like the Celtics are just going to tank this one. And quite honestly, I think the Bucks repay the favor, man. Remember, the Celtics did hammer this Milwaukee Bucks team on Christmas Day. It was an ass-kicking, quite honestly, man. The score in that one was 139-118 with the Celtics putting it to the Bucks. We're in Milwaukee, and this one where Milwaukee plays its best basketball, man. 18-10 against the spread on their home floor. I definitely think they repay the favor. Giannis is on this injury report, though, as day-to-day, but he's probable. I do think he plays tonight. And I just think that the Bucks continue rolling. They've won, 10 straight basketball games? Hard to step in front of them on their home floor, especially against a team that embarrassed them the last time out. And this team is banged up and injured. I think the Bucks win this one by 10 plus pretty comfortably. So here in this one tonight, I usually don't like laying double digits, especially not against good teams. But, with the Celtics so banged up, don't know who's really starting for them. The revenge angle for the Bucks are dominated on their home floor. They've won 10 straight. I mean, the side for me is pretty obvious. Let's take the Bucks, lay the 9.5 here in this one tonight. In our next matchup of the night, man, this is probably the game of the night, man. We got the Sacramento Kings. They're out on the road facing the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix laying 2.5, total 233.5. We got a really good one, man, here in this one. We got one of our favorite money-making teams, the Sacramento Kings. They're on the road, though, facing a really good home team in the Phoenix Suns. Me personally, man, I'm taking one of our favorite money-making teams, the Sacramento Kings, and I'm taking them on the money line, quite honestly. I think they go in here and beat the Suns. The Suns, they will have their time, man. They're going to be arguably the best team in the Western Conference when they get Kevin Durant in there. I think he is practicing as well, but he's not playing tonight. And quite honestly, I liked what I seen from the Kings in that last game that I watched. I watched that full one against them and my Dallas Mavericks. The Kings just wanted it more in that one, man. I think people forget this Kings team is third in the West, and they're there for a reason. This team plays really good basketball, and they actually hoop on the road as well, too, man. This is a really good Kings team. I love the aggressiveness of Fox right now. Him and Sabonis are probably the most underrated duo in the NBA right now. And quite honestly, I think they go in this Phoenix and get themselves a road win. I know Phoenix has won 4 of their last 5. They've been playing really good basketball, but in that same breath, I think tonight could be a flat spot. Quite honestly, first home game back after a long road trip. They just played, 5 straight road games? It might be more than that. It's just what I have up in front of me. I just think tonight could be a flat spot. I think the Kings, they woke back up against the Mavs in that last one, man. They wanted that game more than the Mavericks did. The Mavs were playing really good basketball at the time, too, and Sacramento just beat them. So I know, man. I know the Suns, man, they're going to have their time in the light, man. And the Suns, they go stupid, dummy crazy at home. But me personally, I like what I've seen from the Kings. We've been betting the Kings. The Kings are the third best road cover team in all of the NBA. 16-11 against the spread out on the road. Not only do I think they cover this game, I think they win it outright, honestly. So give me the Kings on the money line here in this one tonight. I think they go into Phoenix and win this game straight up. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Golden State Warriors. They're out on the road facing the Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers laying 8.5, total 228.5. I mean, I know I got the Warriors hoodie on today, but in that same breath, I think they get took behind the shed tonight, man. I think the Clippers use this opportunity to bang up on the Warriors, man. The Warriors, if you don't know, they typically always beat the Clippers, man. It's just what that is. Stephen Curry loves to hoop against this Los Angeles Clippers team, but we know the story, man. No Curry tonight. The Warriors are also on a back-to-back, man. Steve Kerr has sat guys in back-to-backs almost all season, man. It's just what he's done. And I would not be surprised if he did it here. They're not going to win this game, so I don't think that he's going to put his guys out there to try to win this game. I think the Clippers pretty much got this one sold up. That's just my opinion. I think Clippers' money line is an absolute lock. I think I'm not laying 355, though, but I'm just saying I do think the Clippers for sure win this basketball game. And quite honestly, I would just go ahead and lay the 8.5. The Warriors won the first one 124-107. That was with Curry. I think if the Clippers want a spot at all to finally beat up on the Clippers, tonight should be that spot, man. They should win this game by double digits. Again, I really think the Warriors are going to sit most of their guys tonight. We've seen it a lot this season. I think that's kind of why the line is already where it's at, 8.5. I would not be surprised if by the closing line, this line ended up at Clippers laying 10, as by that point the Warriors would have announced that they've sat everybody, but I'm laying the points with the Clippers here in this one, man. They need to start stacking wins. They've only won 2 of their last 5. They got beat by Dallas at home 110-104, and they got beat by Milwaukee in their last one at home 119-106. They need some wins, man. They desperately need some wins, and I think they get one here tonight in a perfect bounce back and get right opportunity against a team A you don't like, a team B that's banged up, and a team C that you're just flat out better than right now. Give me the Clippers. I'll lay the 8.5 here in this matchup tonight. In our last and final matchup of the night, man, we got the Washington Wizards. They're out on the road facing the Portland Trail Blazers. Portland laying 3, total 236 in this one, man. Both teams are on back-to-backs. The Blazers beat up on the Lakers last night, man, 127-115. I like what I seen from the Blazers in that one, man. They were hitting some shots last night, hitting their threes. And when you're doing that, man, I think that momentum can carry over, especially into the very next night in the same gym, in the same building. So me personally, I'm going to take the Blazers. I'll lay the 3. It's only a bucket, as I do think they win this game on their home floor. This is going to be their 5th straight home game as well, so they've been at home for quite some time, and I think they go ahead and win this one, man. The Wizards, they were playing pretty competitive yesterday with the Golden State Warriors, but in the end, we know the Warriors go stupid dummy crazy on their home floor. Pulled off in the end, won that game 135-126. Now the Wizards are on a road back-to-back. They played in Golden State last night, have to travel to Portland. They're without Kyle Kuzma, it looks like, and Bradley Beal. I would not be surprised at all if he sat tonight on this road back-to-back right before the All-Star break. I mean, I'm not going to overcomplicate this one, man. We're only laying a bucket with the Portland Trail Blazers, the better team in my opinion, the team with the better players in my opinion, the team in their home building. I'm taking the Blazers, man. I'll lay the 3 in our last and final matchup of the night. I think they stack back-to-back wins before they head back out on the road. And that's going to conclude today's episode on the Jam Session on February 14th, 2023, man. Thank y'all for watching. Smash that like button for your guy, man. Subscribe if you're new, and drop y'all like down in the comments. As you know, I love going through, seeing who y'all like, man. My best bets can be found over at Pickdawgz Premium, including my long-term packages, all that great stuff over at pickdawgz.com. Follow me on Twitter at ParlayGuyJays. That's where I update y'all on late injury news. Let y'all know if my mind changes due to late information coming out of the association, man. I drop free parlays, free plays, all that great stuff over there as well. So follow me there. Small card tonight, just 5 games. We're going to try to smash it per usual. Bounce back Tuesday. Tonight in the NBA, it's been your guy, Jay Briggs, man. I'll talk to y'all on Twitter. I'll talk to y'all in the comments. I'll see y'all in the morning. I'm out. Peace.